Hello, this is Charity Sills, and I wanted to give you guys a couple of little tips. A lot of people are stuck with their kids 24/7 right now that are used to having a break or a babysitter or the kids go to school. I'm building an online course called Manners Matter, how to communicate with kids, actually how to speak kid. But in what I was working on today, it just reminded me something, and I feel like it might be helpful to you, because the kids are going crazy too. They don't have their usual ways to spend their time, to see their friends, to talk, to get their energy out, and that's hard for them as much as it is for you. So a couple little tips. Do not reward bad behavior. So if the kid says, "I want a candy bar," do not give it to them. Ever, ever, ever. If you do, you're teaching them that A, it's okay to talk to you like that, and B, it's okay to talk to you like that. It's not okay to talk to you like that. And if we don't enforce the way that we wish to be respected by kids, they're not going to apply that to the rest of their life. They're not going to apply that to their teachers when they get back to school. They're just going to be a little bit of a nightmare. And it's up to us to make sure that they have manners. So stick to it. And that said, positive reinforcement is huge. So when your child does say, "Mommy, may I please have a candy bar?" make a big deal out of it. "Oh, that was so nice the way you asked me that. Thank you for talking to Mommy like that. You're so sweet. I love it when you have manners." Make a big deal about the things that they do right. So those are just little things. I've been a nanny for 25 years, and I think that those things are important. But the main thing I want to share right now, especially if the kids have siblings, they're going crazy, there's a lot of conflict, a lot of fighting, a lot of just kind of blah feeling all around. Make time for your kid to be your teacher. Take a little bit of time and go into what I call kidland. Let them play whatever weird game they want to play and do it with them. Go outside if you can. But make sure there's a little bit of time where you're not fussing at them and not telling them how to be and who to be and what to do. Because as much as it's necessary for us to guide our children in that way, it's very frustrating to them. Because every now and then they just want to let loose a little bit. And it's also very good for their imagination for us to allow the kid to be the boss. Now, that said, it doesn't mean they can't have manners. It doesn't mean they can be disrespectful to you or to each other. But it's so important for their development and for their heart and for their overall well-being. You will have a happier kid. And my suggestion is spend an hour a day letting your kid be the boss. Say, "Let's do whatever you want. You wanna go on a spaceship? Let's do it." And do your absolute best to foster their creativity. To say, play along, say, "I see stars, I see Saturn, what do you see?" And encourage them to let their mind be beautiful as it is. It's really frustrating for kids to be told what to do all the time. And so they need that. They need a little bit of wild time. And my suggestion is bring out the art supplies. I'm sure you've already thought of this. But as someone who's taken care of kids for 25 years, it's so powerful. Art therapy is so powerful. And at first they might be like, especially maybe if they're a little boy or if they're a certain age where they're not particularly interested in art, make it interesting and make it fun and make it a no rules kind of place. So go outside, lay a tarp down, get some paint, let them get their hands in there, let them get dirty a little bit. Don't say, "Don't mix the colors," or "Don't get that on your shirt," or "Don't whatever." It goes back to the other thing of letting the kid be the boss for an hour. You need to find... Sorry, need isn't a nice way for me to teach that. it's very effective to find ways that the kid can just be a kid and they can be a little bit wild and even a little bit unruly. They kind of need that. Not all of the time and not out of control. There are certain methods of teaching that let the kids do whatever they want all the time. That is absolutely not what I'm saying. I think that's a very bad idea. I think that that causes a lot of problems for the kid, for the grown-ups, for the family as a unit, for everything. So don't hear me wrong. That's not at all what I'm saying. Just be sure that your kids are having some sort of guidelines and that you are enforcing the way they communicate with you. Do not reward bad behavior, because every time you do, it's planting a seed in them that's fine. It's fine. It's fine to push mommy and daddy around. It's fine to demand what I want. This doesn't teach gratitude. It doesn't make your life easier. Sometimes we think if we just give them what they want, they'll be quiet, or they'll stop fighting, or they'll stop bothering me, or whatever. Please don't do that. Ask them to ask you nicely for what they want. This is an important time when you're all stuck in your house to teach your kids how to treat you with respect and how to communicate with you. And for those of you that just got on, I'm going to repeat a little bit of what I said earlier. Just make a big deal out of everything they do right. They're frustrated too right now. They miss their friends. They're probably really restless and really grumpy. And so it's super important to make a big deal when they do have manners, when they do the right thing. And so when you go outside and you give your kid time to just be a kid, don't have your phone, don't look bored, don't look like you'd rather be somewhere else, because they can feel that and they can see that, and it's hurtful to them, even if they don't know how to communicate that yet. So my earlier suggestion of going on a spaceship with the kids, spaceships are pretty easy, even for grown-ups that maybe are a little analytical, and it may not be very easy for some grown-ups to go to pretend land. Let the kids be the boss, because they can do it. They can go to pretend land, and they need it. They really need it. So don't say, oh, that's a weird idea, or that's dumb, or don't do that. Have a little bit of time to just truly encourage them and let them have some freedom to be who they are, because being a kid's pretty hard, I think. Well, I know. I've spent most of my life taking care of kids. But, this is trying times, but we'll all get through it. Use this time to establish those boundaries. Use this time to learn a little more how to go where they are, instead of always demanding that they come where you are or do what we want them to do. We have to tell them it's dinner time. We have to tell them wash your hands. We have to tell them take a bath. We have to do... But we can make it a little more fun for everybody. And by not rewarding bad behavior, you're making your life easier, not harder. I promise. So set some boundaries down, get some art supplies, have some fun, and every now and then let the kid be your teacher. Because in my 25 years of taking care of children and teaching in different capacities, they are always my teacher just as much, if not more, than I am theirs. They know how to love, and they know how to see the world like it's new, and they know how to get through this, maybe even better than we do. So let them drive the boat. Pretend it's a big boat, a cruise ship that goes wherever. Take them to Greece, take them to Paris, take them somewhere out of the confines of your house and your yard. Okay? I hope that's helpful. Oh, hi, Heather. That's my sister. You gotta watch it from the beginning. I love you guys. Tell me if that was helpful a little bit to you. If you need any other suggestions or ideas for art projects or anything, just PM me and I'll let you know. Thanks. Be kind to yourself and others, and always to your little ones. Bye.